He still thinks that males and females exist and should exist on Earth. And so if we're going to be consistent here, we have to think he's speaking in the same way about slavery. If we want to interpret this as Paul saying there should be no slave or free, then we have to also interpret him as saying there should be no male or female, which, funnily enough, is an interpretation I find Christians tend to resist.
Paul says there is neither slave nor free, neither male nor female. Δεν υπάρχει ούτε δούλος ούτε ελεύθερος. Δεν υπάρχει άρεν και θήλη. Then the critic says, well, if Paul doesn't abolish gender differences, he can't be against slavery either. But there is a major logical issue here. It assumes slave-free and male-female are the same kind of category. They're not. Just because Paul mentions them in the same verse doesn't make them equivalent. Male and female is a biological distinction and is part of human nature. Slave and free is a social hierarchy created by humans. These don't function the same way in Paul's argument. Paul's point isn't that distinctions disappear, it's that they don't determine your value or standing in Christ. So the argument forces a false choice. Either Paul abolishes everything, or he abolishes nothing. But that's a false dilemma. The whole argument depends on that comparison. If the comparison fails, the argument fails. Now, if you enjoy breaking down arguments like this, subscribe for more.